still shot of this so you can see what I mean. It shows up the actual frame on the glass, and that gives you a good place to put your knife to cut down the seam. I do, if I got a bigger canopy, like if I'm doing 32nd scale, it's a fairly large canopy, I will use Tamiya tape, but especially with these smaller ones I use the foil because it's the frame's so fine that it's hard to see underneath tape to cut it out. So yep, I'll take a photo of that to show you, and I'll cut it out and take some photos of that as well after it's been cut out. When you're cutting out the foil from the canopies, make sure you have a new number 11 blade, really sharp. That way you don't have to push it all, you just sort of lay the blade on there and just drag it across lightly, and because the foil is so thin, the blade will just slice straight through it really easily. And also that nice sharp pointed tip, you can pick the pieces out after they've been cut off. But I've just about finished this one now, and when I do I'll take some stills so you can have a closer look at it. Okay, so now I've just got my paint colours, I've just finished painting it, and I've put over a coat of Future Clear, let that set overnight, and the next step is I'm going to put the transfers on there, the decals, and I'll paint the details like the prop, the tyres, the undercarriage and so on, and then it'll just be a matter of doing a bit of weathering and putting a dull coat over it and putting our clear lenses on the wingtips. So I'll go ahead and start doing the decals now. If you want to know how I do decals, it's in some other videos. I will post a whole video actually on doing decals at one stage. But yeah, I just use a bit of warm soapy water, and I also have Mr. Mark softener, so after the decals are on, I put a dab of this over the top of the decals, and that makes them sit down nice and well, like down into the panel lines and so on. Fairly easy, so I'll go ahead and do that now, and I'll take some photos along the way to show you the progress. Okay, so we're painted, we've got all the decals on, put the yellow on the leading edge of the wings, and I'm about to do some washing now and some weathering. All I'm going to do for the washes is use an oil wash because I've put a coat of Future Clear over this, so do an oil wash won't disturb the paint at all. And once I've done a wash, I'll probably just rust up the exhaust stacks, or stain the exhaust stacks and put an exhaust stain down the side. You maybe put a little bit of wear and tear around the side where the pilot walks up the wing and into the cockpit, and yeah, just a little bit of detail like that. I'll take some photos on the way, and when that's finished, that'll be it. Okay, so finally finished. I've just got to take the canopy masking off, and that'll be it, and it's all done now. So I'll take some photos. It's turned out to be a fairly grubby sort of finish, which that's what I was after. I wanted a really well used aircraft. So it's a little bit dark, but like I say, that was the look I was after anyway. So I'll take some photos, leave any comments you want to, like I always say, I'm open to criticism, but I hope you enjoyed the video.